So I decided to do a video for today, talking about my experience as a first-time mom. And here is my baby. She was eating right now, so she might be a little bit fuzzy. Just kind of ignore that. Anyways, so ever since I found out I was pregnant, I would ask people about their experiences, like as first-time parents, and I would get like mixed reviews from everybody. And it's obvious. I mean, everybody has a different experience, so it's not going to be the same for everyone. But I really thought that because I would get mostly negative experiences from like stories from people than positive. So a lot of them would tell me that my life was going to change so drastically and I was going to be able to do so many things. And they're like, well, since you like to work out, like ya no vas a poder, stuff like that, like ya no vas a poder ir a la escuela o trabajar and all of that stuff. And those are 3 things that I'm working on right now, like my career, my school, work, and working out. So honestly, if you want my honest opinion, if you are pregnant right now and if it's your first baby, I would say to not ask people for advice because everybody's situation is different. For me personally, it hasn't been that difficult. I do have a lot of help, and her dad is very involved, so he helps me with her a lot. And she's a really good baby. She doesn't cry too exaggeratedly, like too often. She only cries when she's like uncomfortable, hungry, or tired. Right now she's very sleepy, so that's why she's like not still. But I don't think that even my pregnancy, it was very easy. It wasn't that bad. I was expecting the worst. I feel like that's why I was so scared about everything. Plus, it was my first time, experiencing it all. So I was a little freaked out even to give birth and everything. Excuse you. But yeah, I was like afraid to give birth, to have a baby, to take care of the baby, all of that stuff. Hold on, let me sit her on my bed. So I was scared of everything because I was thinking that like the worst was gonna happen, and because everybody would give me like mixed reviews about their experiences, and like I said, like I would give mostly negative feedback on their just stuff that I would ask. I feared for my life, and now that I look back and think, I'm like, why am I so stupid? Like, why was I so stupid asking people about their experience? It's gonna be different for everybody. For me, honestly, it wasn't that bad, and I just freaked myself out asking people questions because, like, obviously it wasn't going to be the same. But my experience so far has been great. I think that it's difficult to adjust, but once you adjust, like, everything else comes easy. And honestly, it didn't really change much about my life because I really don't have, like, too many things going on. But the things that I do have going on, they're not, like, unmanageable. Like, I'm able to manage almost everything. Even though I have a baby, like, she's a really good baby, so she doesn't give me a hard time. And I do love to work out. I think that the only thing that I can say that that it's different now and it's a little difficult is to, like, find someone to babysit, like, at the time that I need the babysitter. But my sister has been very helpful, so she's actually the one that babysits the most for me, and she's always available. So she makes it very easy for me too, except she was working second shift and she just stopped working, so she's able to help me a lot more. And I'm able to do my things as I used to before. If I want to go jog or work out, or if I have an appointment, or if I have to go, like yesterday I had an interview, she takes care of the baby, and the baby's really good with her too, so she doesn't give her a hard time. And it's just easy all in general. So I'm not saying go have a baby, it's gonna be easy for you too. It might not be like that, but I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's like a piece of cake, because it's not. Like, you still have to be there and take care of the baby and make sure that the baby's okay and that they're like healthy and they're being fed. Like, tomorrow she has an appointment at the doctor, so it's these little things that I'm not used to, but they're not bad. It's not like something that is gonna something drastic that I can't deal with. It's not that bad. And every single time that I experience something new, I think about the stuff that I used to hear from other people, and I'm like, why was it hard for them? Like, why were they dealing with these things? Or, like, I sit here and wonder, like, okay, my baby, she's 3 months, and I feed her, I change her diaper, I carry her, put her to sleep, and she's okay with all of that. Like, she doesn't complain about, little stuff like that. Like, if I don't carry her for a long time, she doesn't get mad, or she's not uncomfortable if she's on her swing most of the time. Like, I wonder what people are dealing with their newborns. You know what I mean? Like, what are you dealing with that makes it so difficult? Because I do know, like, a lot of people tell me, which is true, the sleeping part of having, like a newborn, they don't really sleep that much in the night, and that's very true. But that's only at the beginning. Like, for me with my baby, she wasn't sleeping that much at the beginning, maybe like the first half of the month, but then she slowly started to like sleep a little bit longer, and we were having a difficult time having her on her crib because she wouldn't like to be there. But now she sleeps there, and you just gotta be very patient. I think that's what it is. And now I put her on her crib and she'll fall asleep, and if she doesn't, then I'll get her again and I'll rock her to sleep and I'll put her back on there. It takes me about 2 to 3 tries, but she doesn't cry when I'm carrying her. It's like she'll come down. I know what she needs and I know what she wants, so that's why she doesn't cry that much. But yeah, like, I'm surprised. I was like, I'm not gonna sleep at all. Like, when I was pregnant, I was like, I should enjoy my time sleeping because I'm not gonna sleep at all when I have my baby. And no, it's not like that. Like, I'm able to sleep. There's times, like yesterday, she was so good. She slept like so many. She slept a lot of hours. I was concerned. I'm like, is she breathing? And I would go and touch her stomach because, like, it was too good to be true. And to some extent, I was like, I think I need to wake her up because it's time to feed her. And I would have to go and beg her to wake up so that she would eat, because she wasn't gonna wake up by herself. She was super comfortable, and she would open her eyes and then she would fall back asleep. And the good thing is that she's used to sleeping with sound. So another thing that I like to do is like drive around town and just listen to music really loud, and she doesn't get bothered by that. And I was told that once I had a baby I wasn't going to be able to do that either, but she loves it. Like, she sleeps through it and there's no problems unless she's like hungry. Then I gotta stop and feed her, but for the most part she'll fall asleep and she'll be comfortable in her car seat. I don't know why she doesn't like to be in her dad's car, but she used to be okay with it when I would take her in mine. So I don't know, maybe she just doesn't like her dad's car. But I'm able to do that too. Like, I'll go jog if I want to jog at like 7 in the morning. I'll let my sister know, and I can take my baby to her, and then my baby will sleep with my sister for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like my baby likes to be with my sister because she's never crying when she's with Rocio. So that makes me feel more at peace, because then I know that the baby's not going to be like fuzzy and stuff. But yeah, like, that makes me feel more at peace, because then I know that the baby's not giving her a hard time and that she's okay and that she's not crying and she doesn't need me at the moment. So yesterday I had an interview, and she stayed with my sister, and she was asleep. When I got back, she was just watching cartoons on her swing, and I like, everything was good. I got her and I put her on her swing. I changed her and I burped her, I fed her, and that's when she slept like a bunch of hours. So I was able to like just relax and do what I had to do. And there's times in the night where I could sleep through the entire night and I wake up because she'll sleep with me. Sometimes, like, when her dad goes to work, I put her on the bed with me and we sleep together. So I just gotta wake up to feed her, burp her, and change her diaper, and then she'll like fall back asleep and we sleep until like 11 in the morning. So it's not that difficult. Plus, like I said, she doesn't cry that much. She's not a crybaby, so I think that's what makes it a lot easier. And I feel like that's it. There's not much that has changed other than me having to work around her schedule and to meet her needs. But everything's pretty much the same. I'm not sure what people refer to when they say that it was going to be difficult. God forbid I jinx myself, because I've done that many times. But lately it's been fine, except for one time when she was a newborn. She didn't let me sleep from like 9 in the night to like 10 in the morning the next day, and I was super tired. I had her in my arms and she would not fall asleep. Like, she would cry if I put her down, and it was really bad. I was so frustrated and stressed out. But that's like the only time that I can think of that was probably difficult, but everything else has been great. So I have nothing to complain about. Even my pregnancy, like giving birth and all of that, like that experience wasn't as bad as people thought it would be. I personally thought I was probably gonna die and like all these bad things were gonna happen. Like it did hurt, but from I think because I when I got to the hospital I was already like 3 centimeters. So from like 1 centimeter to like 5, I can't remember the pain, but from like 6 to 10, like it hurt. So I remember that pain, but it wasn't scary. I thought I was gonna be scared. I think that what was frustrating was that it was like very like it took forever. I was in labor for 16 hours, 16 or 17. So that's the only part that for me felt like it was tough, but everything else was like smooth. Recovery was a little bit rough. It took me about 2.5 weeks to fully recover, and I think that waiting was one of the most difficult things because I wanted to work out and it would like frustrate me to know that I had a babysitter but I couldn't work out. Recovery wasn't that bad, but it was okay. I didn't have any complications, so it wasn't like something that I couldn't deal with. And a ver, ¿qué tienes? I need to change her diaper. But let me see, anything else that I feel like I should mention. He helps a lot. He makes it a lot even more easier than it already is. And he loves to play with her and carry her and just do all his, whatever, just to be around her. And sometimes in the night, if she cries, for instance, right now, if she starts to cry and she's not sleepy or tired or uncomfortable or hungry, then he will grab her and he'll play with her and just spend some time with her until she falls asleep. And then that gives me time to do whatever I want. Like I'll do my makeup, I'll relax, I'll go to my living room with my mom and just be there with her and my sister, or I'll just just do whatever, just have some free time to myself. And yeah, I think that it's been great lately. And so far, the only time that I've had issues with her was at one time when she wouldn't sleep all night. But she's a great baby. Look at her. I love being with her. And if you want to know if I love being a mom, yes, I do. I love it. All the holidays with her, like everything that's coming up, and just year round, I feel like I'm so excited because holidays are for little kids, and it just makes it super fun to like decorate and have all these things for her so that she can be excited and enjoy her time. I think that when you don't have kids, because this is how I was before, when you don't have kids, everything's boring. You don't look forward to holidays, you don't look forward to shopping or having anything because you don't have like little kids to like enjoy it with. But now that I have her, like I enjoy going to like Ross or just doing minimal stuff, and I just enjoy getting things for her and just watching her grow and buying her like little clothes and outfits and shoes and all of that stuff. Like it's pretty fun. So yeah, I like it. I don't feel like it changed my life that drastically. It changed a little bit, and it's not anything that I can't deal with. It's very, very manageable for me personally. So overall, my experience so far as a mom has been great. There's her bad days here and there, but it's nothing compared to what I thought it would be. I was super scared. I thought that it was going to be like the worst thing, and I was going to be all stressed out and like losing hair and just going through postpartum depression and all that. But no, it's very different from what I was thinking it would be like. I feel like I just freaked myself out because of the stuff that people would tell me. But I mean, I guess the best advice I can give you if you're like a first-time mom is to not ask for opinions or any like, just don't ask people what their experience was like with their babies, because everybody's gonna give you mixed reviews about their experiences. Just wait and experience it yourself. Like when I was pregnant, I would never watch like birth vlogs or none of that because like I didn't want to freak myself out even more. So I just waited to experience it myself, and then just experience everything obviously for the first time, and then just have my own opinion about it. But yeah, like it was great, and I thank God that it wasn't difficult for me. It wasn't that bad, although I was in labor for like 16 hours. It wasn't something that was too, how can I say, like scary. I wasn't scared. In reality, I was just like ready to get it over with, because I was like, I hated being anxious. So that's what I was dealing with most of the time. Like, I was just anxious to know that no matter what, like August was going to be the month that I give birth. So that would freak me out all the time. But yeah, my experience was great. I do have a video from, I think I posted it maybe like a month ago, and it's just my experience giving birth. So my birth story wasn't that bad. But yeah, if you want to know if I'm loving being a mom, yes, I do. I love it. And I'm just excited for everything else. And I'm just excited to like experience everything else that has to come. And yeah, it's been great. I gotta change her, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want to make it too long. And say bye. Stop being mean and say bye. Okay, bye, guys.